Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a South African woman. You can call me Lebo, and I am now staying in Sandton. I used to work here in Sandton as well. Maybe this was destiny, because when I came here to Joburg with my sister, she fell ill. She was the one that was supposed to be working at the place where I ended up working. Then the family next door, they were a foreign couple. They used to come maybe even twice a year, the whole year. As for their maid, who was from Zim, you will think that she was the owner of that house. She will do whatever that she wanted. Sometimes she would even go back to her country and even forget about her being available at work, and she will come maybe after 2 months. Then the following morning, you will see her bosses returning back to work. So I became friends, partly because whenever I would be with my boyfriend, my bosses, they did not want me to bring my boyfriend at their house, so I would go and sleep with my boyfriend at her boss's house. Since she was always alone, she used to do some stuff like even renting out the place to some other Nigerians. But in time, she bought her own house. I was like, Kanjan, how can she buy a house in Sandton? A maid. She made money. Within 3 months, she was already driving. She had people that were now working for her, and she had even opened up a small restaurant. But currently, she is in Europe. So she never stopped being my friend. I would always beg money for her, since she know that I was not earning a lot of money. To tell you the truth, I was working at a very big house, a mansion. Whenever I passed through that house, I always say, but God, sometimes it takes us a very evil way for us to be rich. Hardworking, my brother, is not going to take you anywhere. Even though I was working in a nice place, a nice neighborhood, very safe, but I was only getting paid 100 whenever I would have done overtime, and for the whole day I'll get 200. So for the 300, you will not get it all the times. This was just a way for you. They will be robbing you, thinking that you can make 300 a day, in which you'll be earning more than 9k a month, but you'll never get that 9k. On paper, they will tell you that your salary is 9k, but at the end of the day, they will give you 5.5 to 6k. That was all that I was earning. So the things that happened during lockdown, from the moment that the president said stay at home, everyone was just in their place, and I was with my friend as well, since she had now bought a house. So I would go over to her place and we will just chill until she told me some of her stories. So all of a sudden, she started developing feelings for other women. She would bring other women into the place where she was staying, and she was sleeping with those women. She even tried it on me, and I said, no, I cannot do it. At that time, I did not know yet that she was a ritualist, but now I know that she is a ritualist, and I also do the same thing. For when you have started doing that, then they will tell you whatever that you are supposed to do. In my own case, I was told that if I have a boyfriend, then I need to sleep with 2 madmen. But if I am sleeping with a woman, then there is no need to sleep with a madman. So which one do you think I will choose? If there is a lesbian woman out there who will be able to satisfy me in bed, is it not better to just sleep with a normal woman rather than wanting to be with a man? Then at the end of the day, you are told that you need to sleep with 2 madmen that you have to pick up in the streets, come and clean them up. What if you get killed? Because it once happened. I was still dating my baby daddy after I had done the rituals. So I still wanted him, and I wanted to upgrade him. And I said, 2 madmen, it is okay. The guy, the second mad guy that I picked up in the street, he had started going mad because he was taking too much nyawupe. that guy, it was only that I overpowered him. If I had not overpowered him, he was going to kill me. He was trying to strangle me in my own home. So before all of these things had happened, before I had made a decision to at least find good lesbian women that know how to handle another woman in bed, who is straight, who can feel good, I was someone that was just starting to learn what it means to become a ritualist. I had been given a bottle. So this bottle, it is full of thick blood. I was told that whenever I see that there is no more money in the house, I take that bottle, I open it up, and then I just dip my finger and then I put it across my forehead. Immediately, I'll start to see money, like picking up money in my own house. The challenge that I am facing right now is that this bottle, the blood, it is not returning back to the bottle like I had been promised. I was told that whenever I remove the blood from the bottle using my finger, then the blood will be replaced. But as for now, no such thing is happening, and I am so scared. You know how I went to Zim to do these rituals? We went there illegally. We could not go through the border because everyone was indoors. This woman, she knew the way through the forest. We even crossed the border. There was no river, right? The place where people from Zim come to our country. I know that place like the back of my hand. We walked there. It was free on the South African side, free on the Zim side, and we had so many challenges whilst we were using the bus going to her village, but it was money that was being used everywhere, where we were being stopped by the soldiers and by the police as well. We arrived at the village and then we were taken to a traditional healer where my friend, the Zim woman, had already done her own rituals. She spoke with the healer in her own language. That was when I was told that this bottle that I was going to be given, it had the blood of a woman who had died during childbirth, and the blood will always be there, and that is how I'll be making money. So I returned back and I started making money. Within a very short period of time, I managed to get my own property here in Senton, where I am staying right now. The challenge is that the blood was not supposed to do the way that it is doing. Her own bottle that she revealed to me, it is full of blood. When she uses the blood to put it on her forehead, immediately the blood will fill up. But as for mine, it's like there is something that is drinking the blood. So we were taken to another healer. The healer then told me that this blood, it wants my daughter. I cannot have my daughter sacrificed. And if I do not want my daughter to be sacrificed, I was told that it is better that I make my mother to have like a severe illness, so much that she will suffer for 3 years. If she suffers for 3 years, I was told that I can live in peace for the following 6 years. Then I repeat the process again. When I looked at my mother, when I said my mom is the one that is going to suffer so that I can enjoy 6 more years of having money staying in Senton, I saw her and I felt so bad about what I wanted to do. So this is where I am. I tried to follow all of these ways of becoming a ritualist, but you will never win. You will never win. I tried sleeping with madmen that tried to kill me. Now I am sleeping with only women. I am following everything by the book, but the blood is getting finished. And if this blood gets finished, I will start to eat from the beans. I do not want to become a mad woman. I was even told that there was one mad woman who just started removing her clothes in the city. She was once a ritualist, but she became mad because she was unable to fulfill her rituals. That is where I am headed to. Should I sacrifice my mom for 6 years of happiness, then after that I can see who else to sacrifice in the family. I need advice. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. 6 years of happiness, 3 years of her mom suffering, then she dies. Will you be able to do that to your own mother?